Have you ever shoplifted? I know I have. Too late to arrest me now, I was 12. The things people do online to portray this lifestyle that they're living, right? Oh, I'm an influencer. Oh, I'm a content creator. Oh, I'm a mummy blogger. Oh, I'm a guy who's an alpha male. To try and show that they have these perfect, idyllic lifestyles and they know best and all this stuff. It's crazy. They do a lot. They do too much sometimes, let's say. The shopping hauls, the escaped fridges, you know, the perfect wardrobes, the cars. They get their audience believing they live a certain kind of lifestyle, or, you know, they want their audience to believe they live a certain kind of lifestyle. Sometimes it's really transparent, you can see through it, and sometimes it's believable. But hopefully by now we all know that some of these are a little bit fake, right? Like you can rent cars, you can rent houses. There are photography studios throughout the world that have setups like private jets that you can just sit in so it looks like you're in a private jet. There's a lot of ways to fake who you are online. One influencer that's gone hugely viral recently for faking her lifestyle is the influencer Marlena Viles. I want to say it's Marlena Viles or Valles. It's not Valles, there's no way. So this is Marlena. She's 22 years old and she's like a stay-at-home mummy vlogger, right? Her content is mum lifestyle stuff. She's another one of these like beige aesthetic content creators whose life is very organized, lives a soft life, you know. It's very much this, rose and candles and my baby who never cries, like that kind of deal. If you don't know what like soft life content is, it's basically like portraying this like, oh, I get up every day, I go to yoga, I don't work, I live this lifestyle, get my nails done, I get my hair done, and someone else funds it. That's soft life, which, listen, don't get me wrong, if you can do it, I would. No, I wouldn't. I have to work. Like, no offense to anyone who does. More than likely you have a child and you look after that child. Why not get your nails done occasionally? You know what I mean? Okay, let me just talk you through this TikTok of hers, right? From a content creator point of view and this like soft life point of view, okay? When you see people doing this kind of content, please remember at some point they had to put their camera or phone on a tripod to capture this angle, and they've probably done it 5 or 6 times, right? So it's not as smooth. It's like, I'm getting up and I'm stretching and I'm all in white and everything around me is white, and yeah. So she wakes up. Camera angle 1, camera angle 2. She puts on these slippers that actually look like they're from Temu. This is, by the way, it's titled Morning in My Life as a Stay-at-Home Mum of 2, Mattress Journey, Maintenance Day. Okay, let's take a look at this bathroom. There's a few things in here I want you to look at that allude to that perfect life, right? Candle already going overnight, which is a fire hazard. Whey. If you don't know whey, pricey. Right? Clean surface, an open drawer with everything organized. Now listen, maybe I'm just shit, but my bathroom drawer does not look like that, let me tell you. But look, everything's in its rightful place. This. Looks like this, you know what I mean? And can we, this angle, let me tell you, as a beauty content creator, I've done angles like this. You have to hug your phone on or camera on a tripod and then do that and try and get it central. It's harder than it looks. And I'm just saying that as well, so you need to remember this isn't a smooth process, right? She's set this up to look this certain way. Malm. That's a malm. We all have a malm from IKEA. Laying out an outfit with a pampas grass? Okay, the setup we have here, something's like playing on her iPad or Alexa, whatever it is, feeding the dogs, identical bowls. That looks good, that chicken on top. Okay, this is one of the most like, this is the life I'm living, pretending to live. Identical plates, which happens, we all have identical plates, that's why they're called plates. But it's this layout, this like preparation of a children's food, you know, idyllic, right? Everything's going so well, everything's identical, everything's running smooth. Designer bag picked up off her side there. Bearing in mind she would have had to put the camera up, put her bag there on purpose, get her keys. She would have shot that, walked out or walked off the camera and gone back to get it. She goes and gets herself some food. And now she's getting a beauty treatment. Lovely, 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 great. Nails done, hair done, everything like that. I hate that shape of nails. Now, okay, now she's just come through the front door. Remember again, she would have had to come in, set up her camera, go outside and then walk through the door again. Just trying to drive home how fake this is, right? Yes, people walk through their door. That's not the fake part, but like it's all set up in a very particular way. Notice here she hasn't even put the camera at the front door. She's got all her side bit in so you can see her furnishings, everything like that. So that's her, basically. That's her, you know, she films herself walking in and out her front door because seeing people walk out their front door is so interesting. But it portrays that lifestyle that so many people want, right? Your kids are well behaved. You go out and get your treatments. You get food. It's like, oh, everyone wants to live like this. Bear in mind as well, Marlene is only 22 years old, right? Lifestyle isn't achievable for a lot of people at 22. I mean, it's not bad you're a mum at 22, fine. But that lifestyle isn't achievable for a lot of people at 22. 22 is very, very young before you have, like, you know, you can be a stay-at-home parent. That's a luxury nowadays. And these kind of lifestyle creators, these kind of people, these, you know, vloggers, they really kind of normalize these lifestyles. It's like, this is my normal life. It's actually unachievable, unattainable for a lot of people, including them a lot of the time. And it isn't anywhere near reality of getting to that point in that stage of someone's life as well. What were you doing when you were 22? Were you rich and getting treatments every other day, you know? And we're seeing these people do this kind of stuff. It's often people wonder, like, how do they live these styles? How do they live these lifestyles? How are these lifestyles attainable? In Marlene's case, she achieved this lifestyle by a more unconventional way, you know, probably a more realistic way, but a little bit unconventional. One of the types of content that Marlene is really well known for is shopping hauls, right? So she goes out and she buys loads of flavored water to fill her fridge with, or acrylic containers, which are overly priced for absolutely no reason, for like cotton buds, you know, storage, organization, restocking the fridge. She buys like beige baby clothes and all this kind of stuff, all this kind of like idyllic beigeness, we'll call it. You would think that literally centering all your content around purchasing things, shopping and buying things would get pretty expensive, right? Imagine going shopping every day doing massive hauls for content. And it would have been really expensive had she actually paid for anything that she was getting from these stores. Yeah.
A lot of people post on TikTok and a lot of people shop at Target. But the combination of a Target run and TikTok landed Marlena Velez in jail. Let's go back to the beginning. Back on November 20th, police in Cape Coral, Florida, got a call from Target where employees said a woman in this photo was in the store shopping and she checked out. Now, the original incident actually happened back in October, but it wasn't reported to police until November. Now, this wouldn't be a problem typically, and usually that wouldn't warrant a call to the police. But police say Velez scanned barcodes for cheaper items than the ones that she took from the store. And that's a big problem. Police only had this surveillance image of Velez from Target, so they put it out to identify her. Here's a Cape Coral police spokesperson.
We actually had one person reach out on Instagram and say, hey, I want to remain anonymous, but here's their name and date of birth and their Instagram handle. So from there, we were able to look up her social media and even find on TikTok, she posted a video that day of herself going to Target, buying these items, and then taking them home with her. Everything was documented, even the outfit that she wore. It shows like her getting ready with the outfit and even her glasses, and all of that matches in the TikTok with the attempt to identify photo that we put out.
So there you heard it. Cape Coral police say someone recognized Marlena Velez and reached out on social media. And as you heard, Velez posted the shopping trip on TikTok for her more than 300,000 followers. You can see Velez is wearing the same tan clothes, and she picked up a number of items at Target, including a big Stanley mug. She gets the items and then puts them in the back of her car. In all, police say that Velez took 16 items, and the total lost was $500.32. Velez was booked into the Lee County Jail on charges of petty theft of more than $100, but less than $750. Velez billed herself as a mommy vlogger and bragged in videos about how much money she was making.
She literally recorded the day she was going to steal. Vlogging the day, come to Target and steal. She literally put all the evidence anyone needed on her TikTok. That's insane. You can do these kind of things, right? As a content creator, you can do not really a haul, but you can go into a store and do something like, if I was going to do a big haul today, this is what I would buy, and then show some things in the store. You don't have to physically buy it or check it out or even take it off a shelf. Hold it on the shelf and be like, oh, I love this, put it back. Come window shopping with me. You don't actually physically have to buy stuff. Oh my god, that's sneaky. That is so sneaky. But the fact that she stole products and then posted about them online is crazy. It's just so crazy. And the 16 items she took added up to just over $500. Are you mad? You posted the whole crime in the same outfit you were wearing to 300,000 people. And potentially more, because TikTok kind of just shows you anything on your screen, don't they? 300,000 people. Imagine committing a crime and then posting about it as content. Marlena, Jesus. Marlene even, sorry, not Marlena. Oh, I don't know if you caught it, but here's how she was doing this. She was going to do a self-checkout thing, right? Using her own barcode or a barcode for a cheaper product and scanning that through instead of the bigger items, which is really strange because would they not pick? So it's like, okay, I want to buy this body cream and it is $50. It's not. So I'm going to scan this tissue, which is a value of $1. I'm just going to scan that through. Would like loss prevention or someone who works there, I don't know how it works, back of house, not see that someone's just scanned through like 50 tissues and has left with a Stanley Cup and a television, you know? But listen, we can actually see actual footage of how she managed to do this. Okay, so scene of a crime, walking to Target. She's with her kids and she's with a guy. Is that her husband? Her super rich husband? Let's have a look. Okay, so they pull up to self-checkout, right? Which I hate. I would rather, you know. Oh, so she's got a barcode in her hand right there and she's scanning it through instead of the large items. You can see she gives her hand a little wave over the barcode. And what, 1, 2, 3, 4, is that like 5 outfits of 4 outfits? And she pops it in the bag. Does her husband know? So she's scanning through like ribbons and a wait, is she gonna cheat a Christmas tree? She's gonna cheat. I wonder if she has a budget. If it's over $5, not paying for it. She is taking big stuff. These are children's clothes, Christmas decorations she's stealing. Is it worth it? If she steals that Noel sign. Wait, is she even scanning those through? She's just shoving them in the bag? She didn't even scan them. Now listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Would I stop a mother from stealing formula or nappies, diapers? No, I wouldn't. Feminine hygiene products? No, I wouldn't. Would I stop a homeless person from running into a store and grabbing a sandwich and running out? No. I would not. Grabbing some dog food for their dog? Absolutely not. That's just me. Unless it's from like a small shop. If it's from a big store, then no. However, Christmas ornaments and things that were seen in that other thing, perfumes, self-care products that aren't necessities, you don't need that wicker Christmas tree so much that you have to steal it. Your family are not going to perish should you not have a tiny wicker Christmas tree, which by the way is ugly. So anyway, Marlene ends up getting arrested, rightly so, and she ends up paying $500 bail. Ironic considering that's how much she stole. And she did actually make a statement about this, which I'm very interested to see her reasoning for.
Ready with me to talk about the elephant in the room?
Wait a minute, is she... I'm just skipping through this. She does not say a single thing, she just gets ready with her mugshot in the background. But the caption for the video, all jokes aside guys, just know my team is managing the situation and everything is okay. We're not worried everything's not okay, we're worried you're a thief, ma'am. My kids, my family, my home are okay. Don't care? Well, maybe. Despite the unfortunate situation that's unfolded, your continued love and support means everything to me. While there will be a time to discuss my wrongings, now is not the moment, and it doesn't mean I don't want to speak on it or take accountability for my actions. It means everything is still being dealt with in court, so I just ask to please respect that. I also want to be clear, this does not define who I am, and it doesn't reflect the person I strive to be. I do believe that we all make mistakes, and it's how we learn and grow from them that matters. I'm committed to doing better, not just for myself, but for my family and for all of you who have supported me. Moving forward, I hope to continue sharing my life on here with you all, my ups, my downs, and the lessons I've learned along the way through all of this. That being said, for those of you who still choose to support me, I want you to know I appreciate you during this time. It truly means the world to me and hasn't gone unnoticed. So she's been arrested. She put out that statement. She's saying, you know, she's learning from a lesson. She's learning things as she goes. I think at the grand old age of 22, which isn't old at all, you do know that stealing is wrong. You even know stealing is wrong when you're like 12, right? So yeah. Now, talking about learning lessons, you would have thought, right? She would have learned her lesson by now after being arrested, but no, she didn't. After being arrested, after putting out this statement, all this kind of stuff on TikTok, she goes back to the exact same Target and does exactly the same thing, like she's not on a watch. What a moron. So this time, so let me just read the number. She took $225 worth of clothing with her fake barcode. Okay, so there's some numbers here. I just want to read this. So she stopped at $225. That was what she paid, which was made the total of her items $725, which is $25 less than the $750 it would take to land her with a higher punishment, that monetary value, right? Did she work out those numbers and deliberately not steal enough? Like now she's aware of how much she is able to take without being landed in too much trouble? Are we at that level of thief? So she was obviously caught a second time again after being caught on CCTV, them showing the police, and of course then being immediately identified because she is a known thief in that exact shop by the staff, by the security, by the police. They immediately caught her. So her court hearings were on the 10th of December, and it's not actually too long until we hear an update on all this and what the outcome is going to be. Listen, and I'm not saying go out thieving, but if you're going to be a good thief, don't strike the same place more than once. You know what I mean? Especially when you've been caught with CCTV footage and everyone knows what you look like. She's pushing this like soft living lifestyle when she doesn't live it. Well, maybe actually technically in her house she does, but she has to steal to achieve it. Two things, right? Do you think, let me know in the comments, is she addicted to stealing? Is she addicted to hauling? Is she addicted to the numbers her content is doing? Is it pressure to look like she lives this lifestyle? Or is she just fucking stupid? You know what I mean? Let me know down below. This is crazy. This is insane. The things people do to be an influencer will never fucking... Sorry, a lot of swearing. I'll never understand. I'll never understand. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. Please do subscribe and I'll see you soon. Bye.